Hi guys, welcome back to GOO ROO Beauty. A quick one for you on the nails. I was recently sent this product from Kit Cosmetics and it is a product called their nail strips. This particular pattern here is in limited edition from what I can tell on their website, and it's in the shade Flirty Floral, and you can see it's just a really pretty blend of sort of blacks, pinks, even some lime green. I've applied it here on my nails and just wanted to show you a quick video because it was requested when I showed a recent box opening from Amy. Amy had sent me over some nail decals from Sally Hansen, and a request had come in for showing how to apply that product, and so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you not only a little bit about these nail decals but also how to apply them. So stay tuned for that. Just a few things to let you know that there's 20 different nail strips. I was able to use one strip of 10 for my whole hands because of the sizes of my nails did fit, but you do have 20 strips to choose from, which leaves me with another 10 that I could apply another time, provided that the open seal doesn't compromise them in, within the time frame. These do retail for $9.95, which is going to be more expensive than your regular nail polish, but a few things to keep in mind: that they do have longer lasting power than a normal nail polish, which can chip. These are the consistency of like a really thin contact. They have a sticky side on one side which you stick down to your nail, and you apply that over a base coat and top it with a top coat. So you do have some drying time involved, but they last a lot longer than a regular nail polish. According to the back of this box, these last for about 5 days, and just so convenient if you're away on holiday for a week or away on a business trip. You don't have to worry about bringing extra nail supplies to redo your nail polish. These should be good for, from my experience, 5 days to a week. So is still more expensive even considering that, but there is definitely convenience to keep in mind. And you could even apply these on a plane. I've had trouble before where I've been on a business trip. I've had to get my nails done so that I look presentable, and you've got a nice few hours on a plane. Wouldn't it be convenient if you could do your nails, except for the flammable materials, you can't actually do your nails on a plane. But these, of course, if you applied your base coat, the night before, and you could do your top coat when you get there. So there is still drying time involved, but you could apply these, in the half hour that it takes or 20 minutes that it takes on a plane. That's another plus for you. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this video showing how you do apply them, and I'll link down below to where you can get these nail decals from. Hope you enjoy the video. With these nail strips from Kit Cosmetics, the packet does just contain the nail decals, and we've got 20 pre-cut ready to wear nail strips. Bear in mind that once you do open this sachet, I do believe that they dry out, so I don't know how much luck you would have keeping them to try them again or for a second application. Once you open this vacuum seal, I believe you have a very limited time to actually use them. So the directions do point you towards starting with clean filed nails, and it tells you to remove any excess oils with nail polish remover and apply a base coat to your nail. I have gone ahead and done that. After you've applied your base coat, it says to select the appropriate size sticker for each nail. So I'll go ahead and rip open this vacuum seal. Just has little tear tabs, and you pull out the nail decals. So I'll just use one for one hand. That gives you a few size choices. Obviously you've got 10 to choose from to fit 5 nails. So I'll start with my thumb. Basically they do go on this way, so the rounded edge you apply, you find out which one's going to fit your nail the best. And I think for me it's probably going to be this one for my thumb. It does say to peel off the sticker and apply it onto the nail. So just with a little bit of fiddling, you do actually peel back the clear layer from the back of it. So I'm just going to peel that back, and you can just tear them off. They do have little tear marks, so for ease of use I'll just tear this one off. I'm going to place that on my nail as centered as possible, as sort of close to my cuticle as possible also, and smooth that down. So the next part of the instructions, once it says smooth the sticker onto the nail, it then says to trim or file the excess. So it's also got a clear layer on the top. Now, first of all, I'm just going to trim it just for ease of use with some manicure scissors and dispose of the you know, left over. Probably handy just to have a little bowl or a little bag nearby so that you can throw your, you know, rubbish in as we go, since it's got clear plastic and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to use a nail file this way to file down all the way along the edge of the nail decal, the edge of my nail, and that will file away and give you a nice sort of smooth edge for the nail. You can see there. So just up close, there you go, that's what the nail looks like. I'm going to continue on finishing the rest of my nails. So I think it's easier to leave that clear bit on for stability. It keeps the decal nice and straight and firm while you're positioning it on your nail, and then you can peel off, you can see that top clear bit as well. That just gives you, you know, a good amount of stability while you're placing it correctly. You just peel it. So I think it's worth saying too that the more care that you take in preparing your nail, making sure that there's no excess oils, making sure that there's no debris when you're applying your base coat, that's all going to factor into how long these nail decals last on your nails, as well as, you know, how carefully you file and the edges. From my experience, when you use these types of nail decals, the first place that they go is along the edges. They can wear away on the edges, and that's where they first start showing their first signs of fatigue. So just be careful, you know, while you're filing, just be really careful that you're getting nice even edges and you're not tearing or anything like that. Check that your base coat is going, you know, all the way to the end of your nail, and that'll help keep these on as long as possible. Okay, and now with all 10 of the nail appliques applied and the ends filed down, the last step that it instructs us to do is to apply a top coat for a longer lasting result and more effective adhesion. So I'm going to use the top coat I've been using recently called the Hoola Manicure Hyper Dry 60-second dry fast top coat. It's just a nice big size. And that does obviously help to seal the ends as well, where you've filed it, where there's tiny little, you know, micro tears, I guess, at the end. Just make sure that you are pulling the brush all the way to the end and back over. And my recommendation would be that it may be worth, you know, going back over that top coat on a daily or an every other day basis, just depending on you and your preference. But if it's not too much of a pain, I think that may be quite beneficial, just to re-coat that top coat to help the adhesion and help the ends stay a little bit longer. Okay, and with that done, I do just want to mention, when you're choosing a product like this, you want to keep in mind the pattern. You know, you've got a long length of nail and the pattern looks absolutely beautiful. You're looking at all the colors and everything on it. Just know that, you know, if you've got shorter nails like me, you're only going to get that section of it. So make sure that the pattern is going to suit your nail length as well. I think I'd prefer to see some more of that beautiful green that you do see in more of the longer length of the nail. I did manage to use just the 10 nails that are on the other strip. So I'm going to attempt to see what happens with that strip in the long term. I'm going to put that back in the pouch, and while the seal has been broken and it's been exposed to oxygen, I'll see in a few weeks if I can still use these strips. Okay, so that's it guys as far as the application. It is really straightforward, it is really quite fast. You don't have to apply that top coat if it's inconvenient, but they do say according to the back of the box or the back of the packaging that it does help the product last longer on your nails. So it is very convenient to apply, but you do have to allow drying time for that base coat as well as that top coat if you do choose to apply it. There are 7 shades available from Kit Cosmetics available right now, and I know at least this one is listed on their website as limited edition. Post down below if you do have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all again really soon. Bye.